Hey everybody, it's Saturday! Are you ready for the weekend? Because I'm ready for the weekend. I'm ready. Oh, ready for the weekend. Oh, ready for the weekend. And today, I wanted to talk to you some more about the Appalachian Trail, my hiking experience, what it's all about, questions you guys have asked me. And one of the questions that got brought up the other day was, can anybody hike the Appalachian Trail? What kind of a person does it take? How fit should I be? What kind of personality does it take? And I'm going to answer this in the most general terms I know how. Anybody can hike the Appalachian Trail. You're talking to a guy who was probably 50 or 60 pounds overweight, who threw up his first mile, took him 2 weeks to set up a tent, had no idea how to set up a bear bag. So I'll tell you, the first week, I considered it hell week, because my body wasn't acclimated, I had no idea what I was doing, I could hardly do the miles, everything was hurting, everything was painful. But after that, my body began to get acclimated to the hills. It got acclimated to the schedule of waking up early and hiking. It got acclimated to the physical activity that I was doing. So anybody can do this, anybody. There's no excuse. We saw people that were really overweight that I almost didn't recognize a couple months later because they had shed so much weight. And people ask me, well, how much physical energy does it take? After that first week or maybe 2 weeks when you get your hiking legs, I would say the Appalachian Trail, and maybe some people might argue with me, but I would say it's probably 80 to 90% mental and 10 to 20% physical. Because once you get over the physical part, it's all mental. And once you know that all you're gonna be doing is eating, sleeping, and hiking every single day for 8 to 10 hours a day, that does something to your mind. It's very, very challenging to know that. We're gonna be going uphill all day, and it's, some days it's gonna rain, it's gonna pour, it's not gonna go in your favor, your dry clothes are gonna get wet. But the cool thing about it is that you just have to have that mentality that there are people working in an office that would do anything to be where you're at right now, to have the luxury of the freedom to go out and hike in the beautiful Appalachian Trail. So yes, anybody can hike the Appalachian Trail, anybody. There's Bill Irwin who hiked it. He was the first blind man to hike the Appalachian Trail. There are people who have hiked it, and from what we've heard, naked. There are people who've hiked the whole thing barefoot. I don't suggest that, but there are people who have done it their own way. So again, like I've said in previous videos, hike your own hike, okay? Make sure you do that. Anybody can do this. If you stop 100 times getting to that first shelter, you've got to that first shelter. It doesn't matter that you stopped 100 times, it matters that you got there. It's not a defeat if you get there. Just because everybody else got there before you, what does that matter? It doesn't matter anything. It's not a race, it's an endurance test. So just remember to please hike your own hike. I can't emphasize that enough. And that the first week or two is gonna suck if you've never done it before, no matter. And I exercised a little bit beforehand, and it didn't prepare me enough for what I was about to encounter, because it was just so up and down. It was like summiting Everest so many times, somebody told me once. So it was very, very hard for me. That's me. But other people, it might be a completely different experience. But just know that it's probably 80 to 90% mental and 10 to 20% physical. And once you get over that hurdle and you get over that bump and you start meeting cool people and you start seeing the beauty in nature and you start finding trail magic, which we'll talk about in a later video, you're gonna find how awesome and wonderful the Appalachian Trail really is. Guys, thank you so much. Please give this video the thumbs upper that it needs. Please give this video the thumbs up and subscribe to my video. I need to get more likes and more thumbs up and more subscribers. And I can't thank you enough. If you have any questions or comments, or you want me to talk about a certain subject, go into the comment section below here and comment and ask me to talk about something, and I'll bring it up, something that maybe you want to talk about, whether it's trail magic, trail angels, anything related to the Appalachian Trail. Thank you so much. Remember, the thumbs up, the subscription, subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day.